and saw that his face was like the face of an angel. In our first reading, when St. Stephen is brought before the Sanhedrin on charges of blasphemy, which eventually lead to his death by stoning, this odd line sticks out in the narrative. It is what the members of the Sanhedrin reportedly saw as they looked at Stephen. And this image is not just a sentimental image of innocence. Sure, it highlights Stephen's innocence, but it's not meant to be a sort of greeting card picture of St. Stephen. Rather, it tells us something more about him, and more about what's going on here. First of all, he reflects God's heavenly glory. There's something about him, and it's perhaps something like that thing. You know, that thing where you see someone glowing? And when we say that, we don't mean that they're physically illuminated. We mean that there is something about that person at that moment that's hard to put into words. It seems like something like that is going on here with Stephen, except we know what that something is. We know that it's the Holy Spirit. And the glory that he reflects is the glory that St. Stephen recounts seeing just before he's martyred. In addition, the word angel, angelos in Greek, which we use to denote heavenly beings, which by the way are distinct from humans, but maybe that's a whole other video. That word means messenger. And indeed, Stephen is about to proclaim a message. Stephen is about to proclaim the message. Because what follows is a beautiful, prolonged proclamation of the gospel, where St. Stephen recounts salvation history, what God has done for his people over the course of time. And indeed, this proclamation is angelic. And by contrast, the response from his hearers is to diabolically martyr him by stoning. So let us ask ourselves this: are we willing to let the Holy Spirit and heavenly glory shine through us like Stephen? Are we willing to do that so that it's visible on our very faces? And are we willing to do that even if it means being messengers whose message is not always well received?